Hi friends, I've been slacking a couple days on my YouTube videos, but I've been busy trying to do my low spend challenge here. So I finished reading the no spend challenge guide, and it was interesting. It's a very short book. It only has like 80 pages. So it basically talks about some things you can do on the no spend challenge. Now that one talks about a no spend challenge, but since I'm going to be doing this hopefully for a whole year, I'm just going to call it my low spend challenge. Mostly I'm going to try to do no spend, but I know for me that, there's probably not going to be totally no spend, but I do want to keep it low spend, and I do want to focus on that. So I've been busy here in my house. I've been working on one room at a time, and down here I had a lot of Christmas decoration, not a lot, but Christmas decorations in my dining room. So I put that back together. I reorganized some things, changed some things around from other places in my house. And now it's nice and peaceful in there, and I enjoy being in there because around Christmas time with all the stuff around, it gets a little chaotic and you don't feel real calm sometimes when you walk into a room that's just stuff everywhere. So that room is good now. And now I'm going to move on to my living room because I still have a bin of Christmas things that I have to put in the attic. And God, you believe it or not, it's almost the middle of January already. The time just goes so fast. Excuse me, I need some coffee. So I haven't bought groceries since Christmas, except I did do a little tiny produce haul, and I had a video about that. And I'm still working on that produce. I still have at least half of it left, I would say, so I'm not going to go shopping. So I'm trying to save money on that, use up what I have, cook with what I have, come up with new and exciting recipes. I don't know how exciting they are, but, come up with new recipes using the things I have. And I really enjoy doing that. So to me, this isn't a big burden. It's just fun. So altogether, I would estimate that I've probably saved a good $200, $250 so far on groceries, because before I went on, last year even, before I went on a low spend, no spend, I probably spent a good $300-400 a month on groceries. And that's basically just for me, which is really too much, because I don't eat a lot, and a lot of the food, my freezers are still packed. So I really needed to tighten the belt with the groceries because it was just too much food. And even though I don't waste a lot of food, you can only cram so much into your cupboards and your freezers and your refrigerator. So I'm working on that. And for me, it's a work in progress. I'm still working on it and trying to use up what I have. And I'm actually having a really good time using what I have. I've used up soaps and shampoos and, mixed things together and created other things. And it's really fun. So that's what I've been doing. And I did buy some candle wicks because I have a lot of jar candles that have little bits and pieces of wax in them that I want to melt, and I want to make new candles, because one of the things that I don't want to buy a lot of until I use up what I have are candles, because I'm a candle fanatic. I love to burn candles, and I burn, 2 or 3 jars at once. I have them going. I love the smell of them. I love the ambience of them. So I've cut back on that, but I'm out of wicks. So I did buy some wicks on Amazon, and they're actually 3 different sizes, the longer and medium and short ones. So then I can reuse my jars and reuse the wax, and I've done that before. But I mean, it is easier just to go out and buy another candle, which I did too, but not, I really want to cut back on that because I need to free up space in my house. And that's another reason why I want to do this low spend, is because I want to free up space in my house. And of course, you've spent money on these things in the past, and they're still perfectly good. So I can't see getting rid of everything and then having to go out and buy new. But I do want to free up my space and reuse what I have or use up what I have, and then not buy a lot of new things. And I do plan on donating things that I know I really either can't use anymore or don't want to use anymore or just don't like anymore. Because there are things, your tastes change as you get older. And there are things in my house that I don't like them anymore. So anyway, I made a short video that I'm going to post now. Of how my dining room turned out, and I'm kind of going more towards a boho chic kind of look in there. So I did buy a $10 tablecloth from Amazon because I really didn't have anything that sort of had that style to it. So and I love this tablecloth, and it brings together all the colors. One thing about me is I do like things in a certain style or, a certain color theme, so it really bugs me when I don't have that going on. Like if I have colors that don't blend or that don't go together, even though I do like an eclectic style, I've always liked that. I like the variety of it, but it has to have some cohesiveness to either the color theme or the decor. Otherwise, I'm not happy in my space. So I figured $10 on a tablecloth to pull everything together was not a real big investment, so that's what I did. All right, I'm going to show you now what I've done. I don't know what's going on with my voice today. Anyway, and then I'll be back after I show you my dining room. Hello. So what have I been doing on my low spend week? Well, I got all my Christmas things put away out of this room. The Christmas tree was over here. So what I did was I rearranged all my plants and just made it a little neater. So I did that. I put some lights up into this big huge plant. So there they are with it lit up. I think I want to put a few more up at the top, so when I put away the rest of the Christmas things, I'm going to look and see if I don't have another short strand, but that's going to stay there all year round. So I got that done. And I did get a new boho tablecloth. I love this thing, and I think it goes really well with my dining room paint color, burnt orange. Then I had this arrangement here in a different container, so I took it out of there and I put it in here, and I think it looks nice there. And that lights up too. So there it is, lit up. And then I also have this platter that I've had for a long time, and the colors just match in with the tablecloth, so I put that on the table. And then I rearranged my orchids. Hopefully you can see that. I had this plant stand, I've had it for years. I had it in the basement, and I just wanted something to lift these plants up. So I put my orchids in there, and there's a couple back there on the windowsill. And 2 of them are actually getting new flower stalks, so they'll be blooming. So I got that done and cleaned up. And over here, I've had this floating around here for a couple years now. It's a 3-tiered rack. So I put it over here in the corner, and I have my cell phone ring light on there and my other camera, so they're kind of tucked away. I still have my art corner here, and I actually have a screen that I might put up there, but I'm not sure. I kind of like to display, you know, my artwork here. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do with that. I didn't change anything at all on my wine rack here. That's still the same. And that actually lights up too. So I like a lot of lighting ambiance, but that lights up. So when I have a party or when I just want to sit in here, I turn that on. And then I moved some things. I had this wine rack actually somewhere else, so it's a second wine rack. And I added these little pine cone lights and a couple wine bottles. So that's what I've been busy doing. I did spend $10 on the tablecloth, but I really didn't have one that would be spring, summer. So I'm thinking ahead, and I really like this. I like a boho look. I'm kind of really getting into that. I've always had sort of an eclectic taste. So I think that was well worth $10. And I got that on Amazon. So that's what I've been keeping busy with this week. Here in my kitchen, I've rearranged a couple things. I put my canisters on top of this cabinet here. And I added a couple little, these are all tea light holders, so I put those on there. And then I put together this little arrangement. It was looking kind of sad, and I have those little lights in there as well. So, but the kitchen is still a work in progress. After Christmas, things need to get put back in order. My cabbages are still growing. That's the one I cut off the bottom from the one in the summer. So it's still growing, it's getting bigger. So that's doing well. I also finished reading this No Spend Challenge guide, and I'll talk about that a little bit and what I thought of it. So I'll be back later and we'll have a little chat. So that's what I've been up to. Getting caught up from all the gardening that was done in the summer and things that I let go in my home. Spending time here at my house, getting things organized, redecorating what I want to redecorate from things I have, getting creative with recipes, spending time with family and friends that doesn't cost a lot. So those are the things that I've been up to, and I'm really enjoying it. And oh, and making YouTube videos. I really like doing that. I'd like to take a little photography class, and I might do that. Skillshare, I think, has 2 months free trial. I might give that a try. So, because I did say spending money on education was a go. So we'll see what happens, but right now I'm just concentrating on getting things caught up here at home so that when the warm weather comes and the gardening season starts and the beach season starts, then I can close the door and not worry about what I still need to do at home. So anyway, that's all I have for you today, my friends, and I just want to say I love you guys. I wish you abundant blessings, and I'll see you next time.